Good evening and welcome to the Kim B. Davis Show. I'm your host, Kim B. Davis, and this evening we have one of our favorite guests on. We have Mr. Eric Harp. He is our certified professional fitness trainer and educator. And of course, we're going to talk current topics, but our main topic for tonight is physical fitness and hydration. Good evening, Mr. Harp. Welcome to the show.
Well, good evening, Mrs. Davis. How are you today?
I am great. It has been a while since we have been together, and so
Uh,
I have been looking forward to this, and I'm so excited.
well, I miss you. I miss you. I love this opportunity to talk with you and your listeners. So let's do it.
All right. So there has been a lot in current topics. So I'm gonna give you two names, and we'll start off with that. So we have Cyrus Carmack Belton, the young man who was murdered in South Carolina over four water bottles that were not on his person. And then the unfortunate situation in Texas, Carmelo Anthony, who was bullied by fellow students who were players, and he ended up inadvertently killing one in self-defense, from what I understand, although the court case is a little bit different.
Yeah.
The people who've seen the video said that it truly was self-defense. Share your thoughts.
Well, it all comes down to the stand your ground law.
Mm-hmm.
And this stand your ground law, as sometimes it's plain and simple as it is, it's difficult. Okay? Because how much room do you stand?
Mm-hmm.
No. And sometimes in a situation like this, we never know where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And the threats and that many people threatening this young man. And you're always on defense.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as unfortunate as it is that someone has lost his life, um, when it comes down to the law, Carmelo Anthony deserves the same room and respect to defend himself as anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate that it's with the racial element, you know, and how it's turned into some political statement
Mm-hmm.
is beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
But being as it may, Carmelo Anthony deserves just as much room to operate and to get his story out and to let it be known. And if the video is showing that he's standing his ground, you have to go with it.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
And there's so many versions of witnesses' stories, that the video has to be what you rely on,
Mm-hmm.
because you have so many witnesses that are saying this, some witnesses saying that. And Carmelo Anthony is caught in the middle without an opportunity to speak.
Mm-hmm.
His lawyers are being stifled,
Mm-hmm.
because of the racial element, and we're in Texas.
Right.
No, nothing is easy in Texas,
Not at
especially when it's black versus white.
all.
It's
Mm-hmm.
not going to be easy in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not in a position to say innocence or guilt, but my man was standing his ground. He definitely was standing his ground. So, got to let this play out.
Right. And Mr. Harp, we've seen it time and time again where there's been a black person, whether it was a young person or adult, typically it's a young person, and you'll have a white person exerting control. And typically what happens, law enforcement will allow the white person to have the benefits of innocent, where they will paint the picture of a black person as a terrible person. For example, Trayvon Martin. Now, I don't know about you, Mr. Hart, but you remember when you were kids and you did dumb, goofy stuff like looking at people's houses, but now you can get shot. You can get shot pulling into somebody's driveway. We've had video of young kids who are selling candy or collecting donations where we've had people threaten to shoot them. You have Kyle Rittenhouse, whose mother drove him across state lines, and he walked right past police and shot, what was it, two people? I mean, we've heard this story over and over again. And so, unfortunately, in America, black people are pissed off. Black people are angry, black people are tired. However, we know this game. We've seen this game. This has been the same game, that's been played in the United States to always paint us as the animal and white people always as the angel. Oh, we're the innocent. We didn't do anything. But the last time I checked, every time we have a school shooting, it's a white person shooting up a school because you're mentally deranged. Every time we turn around and we see these videos where you have black people existing in spaces, it's always a white person telling them they don't belong and just going crazy. And I'm like, what is happening? What's happening, Mr. Hurt?
Well, for one, in these situations, the perpetrator, the white perpetrator, gets blamed on mental illness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything is blamed on the status of someone's mental stability. Whereas, when us black people are labeled as monsters, mental illness is never mentioned.
Absolutely.
No, never mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you got so many experts that have come out and say, "Why this is why it's mental illness."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then this unfortunate part is you got the same amount of experts that are going to come out and say, "Well, it's a condition of being black."
Right.
Always angry
Mm-hmm.
under other pressures. No, so I hate to hear it. I hate to see it. No, it's something that we just have to sit back and wait on and
Mm-hmm.
see what the jury of 12 is going to say.
Right.
No, hopefully it won't be, situations out in the street because of it, which
Mm-hmm.
we've seen before as well. You
We
know,
have. We have.
we don't want to have to see certain populations start to rise up and, you know, get the National Guard called in.
Mm-hmm.
No, so no, it's horrible that it just stays in the news so long.
It is.
You know, and we have so many stories that are competing, and now the sensational part of it keeps it in the news.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to play on the racial part of it.
Right.
It's always black versus white.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm. In America.
and right here in America.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very horrible situation. I pray for the family.
Same. Same. Also, we have the Department of War that wants to ensure that there are no black people listed as honorable in their archives on whatever placards that they have. And then we have the UFC fight at the White House.
Wow. Wow. I mean, it was ridiculous to hear about it leading up to it. It's
Yes.
even more ridiculous now that it's even happened.
Yes.
Um, Millions and millions of dollars to construct this UFC octagon, an eyesore in Washington D.C.
Yep.
We have our president that's just taking all kind of liberties to do whatever he wants to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's his birthday,
Right.
but wants to call it America 250.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the hypocrisy of him being Donald Trump, owning the stock
Mm-hmm.
in the company that owns the UFC,
Mm-hmm.
owning stock in the company that owns Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has the UFC fight, places it on Paramount Plus, which is basically a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now he's made money off of the UFC fight.
Right. And no one sees it
Ridiculous.
as the grift that it is. That you are literally stealing money, that this is a conflict of interest. I mean, as we like to say, you know, Ray could see this and Stevie wouldn't have to wonder about it.
Not,
So I'm
I
just
like that. I like that.
I'm just saying, this is so basic. I'm like, you people are being fleeced who are sitting here watching this because you think that this is something. And then, okay, so you've done all of that. This is supposed to be for your birthday, blah, blah, blah. But then you have one of your participants come out and say Michelle Obama is a man. Why?
Ooh,
Again,
headlines.
you've won the White House. You have Congress. You have the Supreme Court. You have ICE running around causing chaos amok in every city that they find themselves in. You literally are causing chaos everywhere. You're strong arming people. That's a political term. You're strong arming people to make them do what you want. What are we doing? But Michelle and Barack Obama, President Obama, former First Lady Michelle Obama must live rent free in your head because there is nothing that you can do to compare because you're not worthy. You're never going to be worthy. This administration is an absolute low class joke around the world. A bunch of trailer trash folks who give people who live in in trailer parks a bad name.
So for the last few months, all of us have been living check to check.
Yes,
You
gas
know,
is over $6.
gas is ridiculous. Food is,
Yes, food is
feeding the
ridiculous.
family is ridiculous.
Yep.
Um,
Trying to heat your home, trying to cool your home.
and it's summertime now. I mean,
Right.
we hitting 80s and 90s.
Already in June.
Oh my goodness.
In Detroit, we had a tornado, two tornado warnings in a couple weeks. And I said, God, are you coming to get us? Are you ready for us? Because this is crazy. It's June. And we're having tornado warnings where people's towns are being devastated because a tornado that typically doesn't happen is happening.
I mean, it's all kind of freaks of nature, you
Hmm.
know, that are happening right now, and we're just all stuck. Like I owe you 50, but let me just give you 10 right now. you know, for those who fill up the gas tanks now are like,
Every time I go to the gas station, I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus, that I have a job. Thank you that I'm able to fill up my tank. Please bless the money that I'm about to put in here, fill up my tank.
yep. I mean, listen, if you're not praying, you better start. And
That's
as you're talking about the end of the world, I mean, we're fast approaching, you
right.
know,
Hmm.
fast approaching it. So,
In
wish people would just keep their eyes open.
That's right.
They
In
prayed up.
Absolutely. In the immortal words of Wimpy, I will gladly pay for a hamburger tomorrow if you will give me a hamburger today.
And I'll pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
That's exactly what it feels like. But Mr. Harp, so
Yeah.
let's pivot. So it is summer. It's hot. The
Yeah.
heat came quickly. It was like winter was here. We had one day of spring, and then summer was like, hold my beer. And it was like 90 degrees. And I was like, oh, we didn't even, it was like turn the heat off. You didn't even get to switch over to the air. You were like, oh, we just going right to air. Like, oh,
Right to it.
yes, because it was hot.
No.
So, Mr. Hart, we talk all the time about making sure that we're physically fit, that we're working out our largest muscle, which is our brain, making sure that we're healthy. But in weather like this, is it important to stay hydrated?
Oh my goodness, yes. I mean, it's important to stay hydrated all the time.
Mm-hmm.
However, when it's hot in the heat, you got to stay a little more hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, listen, I keep water with me. Okay, a little bottle of water.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope many people do. Got a cup holder in your car, so you can have one in your car. Many of us have water fountains. You can fill it right back up, so one bottle will do you. All
Mm-hmm.
right, but we're supposed to drink at least, at least an ounce, a half ounce to an ounce per body or per pound of body weight. Now I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of people are trying to think of the math on that, but it's 16, almost 17 ounces of water in these little bottles that we all get. So if we just want to do the math, do that 16 times 10, 160. So
Mm-hmm.
anybody that's weighing about 160, 170 pounds, 10 of these,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
10 of these a day. All right. Now I know this seems like, oh, that's a lot, but we got to drink water. All right. And again, you can fill this bottle up over and over and over again. And if you go to the store and you buy a big 24 pack, 32 pack, 48 pack, whatever it might be, make sure you drink them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Um, And it's important. You got to keep your muscles loose. All right.
Mhm.
Got to keep that brain active.
Right.
Um, Water is just very, very important. Every living creature on this earth needs to
Mhm.
drink water. All right. So it's not a hard thing to do. It's just a hard thing to get into a habit of doing. All right. Some of us get the hydration packs and we pour it inside, shake it up, and make it turn a different color. Tastes a
Mhm.
little better.
Mhm.
That's fine. You gotta drink your water.
Mhm.
Right. Um, I even know people who it has water in it. I'll eat it because it
Yeah.
has water in
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Watermelon
Watermelon.
is good. Watermelon is a great
Mhm.
fruit. All
Yeah.
right. And it is full of water.
Yes.
However, water.
Yes.
We need to
No
drink water.
sugar. No sugar.
So listen, and there's many ways, of course I like to get people to be active. So working out, just move. You hear me say this every time I'm with you. Just move. And we have to drink your water. So listen, before a workout, about 2 to 3 hours before you work out, it's always great to drink some water. That's
Mhm.
2 to 3 hours before you work out.
Mhm.
While you're working out, 6 to 10 ounces.
Mhm.
Again, I know I'm holding up the bottle, but 16 ounces, 6 to 10 is half the bottle.
Mhm.
All right. You drink half a bottle while you're working out just to keep your hydration going. And then of course you want to get back on schedule as drinking your water throughout the rest of the day. 1 ounce per pound of body weight. When it's really, really hot, and I know it's a lot of people who are in the summer times living in areas that are really, really hot. All right. Here in Michigan where we are, it gets humid too.
Mhm.
All right. So you're gonna sweat. You gotta replace those liquids. So when it's really hot, you want to drink 30 to 60 ounces. All right. Now, again, just doing the math. 16 times 2, well, that's 30 ounces.
Mhm.
All right. 16 times 2 is 32. So you're going to get that 30 ounces when it's really hot.
Mhm.
Keep drinking your water. And you want about two of these every couple hours. Keep it going.
Mhm.
You keep doing that every couple of hours, you'll get to that 10 bottles of water per
Yeah.
pound per body weight. So it's just one of those things to think of. But let's keep it real. You're going to go to the bathroom. All right.
A lot. A
So
lot.
a lot. You're going to go to the bathroom a little bit more than you may used to. But put yourself in a position to, as you know this, position yourself by the bathrooms. Know where the restrooms are. Wherever you go, know where the restrooms are so that you can get there and get back.
Mhm.
So, so yeah, so again, forgive me. I was saying that drinking water is just very important for our lifestyles. All right. Again, we have to just do the math. 1 ounce per 1 pound of body weight. You know, and you just drink a bottle of this a couple times in a few. Listen, do one an hour. All right. If you do one an hour, you will be in very good shape. You know? And hey, if you need to, look it up. You'll understand what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Um, and we're in a lot of look it up, Google it, ask Siri, ask Alexa.
Absolutely.
this is part of our lifestyle. So, listen, Mr. Harp's not telling you anything that's wrong. You
Mhm.
have to drink your water. All right. You know, this right here is our most important muscle.
Mhm.
All right. And once we train our brain that there's some things that we have to do, then we turn it into habits. And once we turn it into habits, now it becomes a lot easier to handle.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
so drink your water and keep moving. And it's summertime right now, so stay hydrated. Replace all those liquids that we sweat out. Um, and then everything's a beautiful, and it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Harp. This has been a great interview. Now, before we get out of here, tell us how we can reach you and tell us how we can find you on social media.
All right. Eric Harp 9 at gmail.com. I'm always welcome to take some emails. And you can find me at Eric Harp on all your social medias or ESQ360. ESQ360 at all your favorite.coms.
Thank you, Mr. Hart, for being here. We are so excited to talk with you again next month. We know we'll have much more to talk about. And of course, another exciting topic. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mrs. Davis. And keep praying for my man, Carmelo Anthony, because that's definitely a situation that's going to need a little bit of prayer.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you all for tuning in. You know me as your host, Kimberly Batchelor Davis. You can see this show on youtube.com/Kimberly Batchelor Davis. You can hear this show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google, Wisdom, Snapchat, TikTok, in those places. To add to that, you can also find me on all of the aforementioned places. Also, Blue Sky Spill, Fanbase, Instagram, Facebook, X, and also on LinkedIn. You can also learn more about me as an author at kimbdavis.com. Remember, you matter, your voice is important, and remember to always be magnificent.